beat, I wouldn't do AMG. So sweet, I ain't know you was packing a peach. Freaky, I tell you, I practice and preach. Yeah, so sweet, so I'm actually in. Yeah, you're so sexy, I like you and all of your friends. You said that your body been horny, well, answer me then. One thought of you, baby, I'm texting your phone like this. Alright, pretty little baby, look up when you talking to me. Yeah, I got hoes that you done, bitch, I started to leave. Look at you once you got money, you rockin' Celine. Please put that box on my chest, now I'm rockin' Supreme. Damn it, they already taking it near. I'm like, damn it, I love me a hoe that believe. Damn it, I love me a hoe not to teach. And my bitches a 10 if you join me and leave. Got me the double, my hoes be discreet. Falling in love, no, it's less, baby, please. You sexy as fuck with her ass like a squeeze. Head to the back, I'ma use as a lead. She bad, she come from the street, that's a fact. She tied it and she get fly like a net. Got baggage, I take a trip where you at. He practice, I'm gonna go to the mat. Attack it, I'm gonna put it in fact. Don't care who had you before, where you bang or you fucking me now, so you know we ain't match. Sweet, so I'm actually in. Yeah, you so sexy, I like you and all of your friends. You said that your body been horny, well, answer me then. One thought of you, baby, I'm texting your phone like this. Alright.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Real Street Talk podcast. I know y'all missing the Milk Dud head. He ain't here today. I don't know if he coming or not. I think he said he wasn't coming. But y'all already know it's your girl, Miss Thing.
In Illinois.
Who was that we was just listening to?
Ollie Rocket. He from North Jersey. It's unreleased. Well, no, that's on all platforms.
Oh, it's on all platforms.
Yeah.
All right, but what's it called? Do you know?
So Sweet.
So Sweet. All right, bet.
It's fucked up.
But yeah, so I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We're gonna jump right into the mess today, right? Because we don't got Loko here, so we're gonna talk shit and we gonna dog these men out. We gonna dog these men out, y'all. So y'all heard about this Remy Ma and Papoose debacle that's been going on? And I don't want to hear nothing coming from the production room. Just
Right
now. You ain't hear about what happened today?
Everything that's on the shade room.
Oh my goodness. I'm glad you know. I forgot to send it to you. I knew you was going to be keeping up. But, so, y'all know how Remy Ma supposedly, allegedly, as King Black would say, cheated on Papoose and all of this. So now he got this little girlfriend. She giving Remy Ma a hard time. But, I don't really know what's going on because didn't she cheat on him first? So it's like now you giving this new girlfriend a hard time, but the new girlfriend is engaged to somebody else. So what is happening? I'm confused because the shorty just popped up today with a new fiance talking about we've been together for another year or some shit like that. Talking about, here go Loko. We don't care if you watching. Ugly. You should be here. It's like, but yeah, so now Papoose has alleged that Remy is a narcissistic ass bitch. Y'all believe it? That was my next question. Do y'all believe?
She made a whole post saying that he lying.
Yeah, because she was even saying stuff like, he gonna say he was right in my rap. Like, she was putting it out before he could put it out. And I'm like, oh, who said that? No one said that.
No, they do.
Yeah.
They do say that.
Where's your mic? Like, no, because I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about this because something always didn't feel right about this whole situation. They always say, like, Papoose was holding her down for this amount of years and blah, blah. I don't believe that Papoose was not getting no Papoose when she was in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way he was 7 years not knocking no other bitches out. Like, you know what I mean?
Type shit.
Yeah, how you feel? Oh, because I don't... What you think about this whole situation? Do you feel like Remy Ma and Papoose equally have...
I mean, she cheated first. He got his leg.
Do you feel like she cheated first or did he cheat the whole time she was locked up?
He probably did cheat while she was in jail. Ain't no way you just gonna be playing with
But do you
yourself for
feel like
7
if
years.
you was in 7 years, if you was 7 years in jail, would you expect your man to not hit nothing else while you was in jail?
No, I'm not dumb.
Right. Right. Don't put
I know
yourself
he
through that.
fucking,
Like,
like,
yeah.
He
Right.
said he not, but you never know.
I don't know how to feel about Papoose. But Papoose, one thing he hasn't done is embarrassed her publicly with another woman. It's never been Papoose and such. It's never been that. So if he
So
was...
after the cheating allegations, they didn't break up. They stayed together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just it's a fucked up situation because it's just like
She fucked
they're
it up.
married. They're married. Do you think motherfuckers that's married for 50 years didn't cheat on each other?
That's what I'm saying. People that been married for so long,
You know what
it's
I'm
like
saying?
people got kids that they raised that ain't even
Right.
theirs.
The
and-
motherfuckers that's together for 50 years are the motherfuckers that got over it. Like, you know what? Yeah, the nigga cheated a couple
Right,
times, but
right.
you know, hey, we got past that shit.
I feel like
Let's
something
grow
like
as
that is
fr-
more of an understanding.
You
If you going to jail and I know you about to do 7 years, that's a conversation that need to be had.
Somebody
That
was
ain't-
sucking that
ain't
nigga
really
dick for
necessarily.
sex. Somebody was doing
But
something.
that ain't really necessary.
You wasn't in there
cheating.
taking care of them babies
No, I'm
by
saying
yourself.
if the nigga like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm not gonna be faithful, but I'm never gonna embarrass you, like
Leave
you
you,
said.
right,
I'm never gonna have another bitch out in the limelight, but I'm gonna get, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But when you come home, it's all
Right,
that's
right,
dead.
right.
That's an understanding. That ain't cheating really
Yeah,
necessarily.
I
That's
agree.
a situation.
Right.
Like, listen, let's be realistic.
Mhm.
I
And
feel like she pulled what niggas do when they locked up, and then they come home and they tell the girl
Yeah.
they want them.
she
Yeah,
did.
ain't no
pulled-
difference.
So you,
She pulled
because a
it
lot of
for
people
him.
could say that he held her down for so long, and she came out cheated on him. He ain't do none
We
of that.
don't know what the situation was.
Right.
That's because I just said this on my show. Y'all was watching TV. Y'all watch the little shows and y'all think that's really their
like
life.
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, all that bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
stop watching this tube and thinking that you know motherfuckers' lives because that's not really what's going on.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Half that shit is scripted.
I was about
All
to say
of
that.
it's scripted.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they got a whole nother life outside of that shit that you don't know nothing about. Motherfuckers be together. Marriage is a fucking business, people.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
Like, look at Kirk and
business.
Rashida. That is what a
Business.
That's a business.
And a lot of
Yes.
these
That's a
motherfuckers
business.
that got money and all that shit.
They're
money
not
make
still
everything
married
better.
because
They married because Jay-Z, Beyonce, they don't even like each other probably.
Yes.
They married because the money say we stay together because
Yeah.
we making more and we got business together. It's why you think it's so hard to get divorced? Why
And
you
it take
think
a
you
long
sign
time. They make sure that you sure. You got to go through a separation period. Like,
you
it's
think
not
you
just
sign
yeah.
papers? I hate this chair. Why did, I would have
It's some
failed,
bullshit.
but I'm cool. You see this?
I would have caught you like,
No, but you see how cool I am?
I see
You
it.
see how
Almost
cool
fell.
I
I
am?
see the kickstand.
Almost got fucked up.
I see the kickstand.
You see? It's like, no, but yeah, that's why you sign papers. You know what I mean? It's a setup.
She was claiming like, look, girl, he
Love
ain't even
is
got no
different.
money anyway. And I don't know, because I feel like I always felt like Remy was probably the one that was the breadwinner. But Papoose got his own little thing going on too, right? With like rapping, but nobody really.
Yeah, but not like she did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She had a little bit more going on, but he's a monster too. But I guess not enough.
Yeah, when
It don't
she's-
even matter. Why y'all comparing prices now? Y'all been together all this time.
True,
It don't matter if
true.
you make enough or if you don't. Y'all
That's true.
do y'all love each other? Are y'all together? Like that should be neither here nor there. We shouldn't even know that.
Yeah, because once y'all break up, once y'all break up, now it's like, oh, he ain't never did nothing, and da-da-da. And it was like, but he was good enough when y'all was together.
Now it's dick little.
Yeah. Now he ain't never did shit. And I'm one of them bitches too. I was one of them, like, yeah, fuck him, he ain't never did nothing, but I was with him for how long? Like, girl.
I'm gonna sit in this.
Somebody
Yeah.
said they both washed up.
We gonna play
As far as
musical
music
chairs.
or?
No, like Remy Ma and him is both washed up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you saying it's over for them, and that's the. Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure I'm not saying this disrespectfully. Respectfully, you're the younger generation,
Right.
So you need to listen to that because that's real shit. Like niggas, y'all got after a certain age, y'all need to chill with the
Yeah,
rap.
just relax.
Become producers.
Yeah. Just invest in the new artists.
Invest in some artists.
Yeah.
And it's some dope ass old head rappers.
But
out
what
there.
is the cutoff age? Like, what
What's
should it
the
be?
cutoff
50
age?
For rapping?
50?
Cause I don't know, cause I love Future, I love 2 Chainz. I'm like diehard 2 Chainz fan, like for real. I don't mind that they that old.
So
But
50,
if I knew 2 Chainz in real life, I probably would have been like, nigga.
like you still rapping,
2
He's
Chainz.
still rapping.
and he been
old.
rapping. Yeah, that's
Lil
crazy.
Wayne.
No, please don't mention Dwayne
Wait,
Michael
now,
Carter on
wait a
this.
minute, listen, you know what? It feels so
He
crazy.
do good,
He
though. I
is,
love him.
but he's a youngin' to me. You know what I'm saying? So it feels so funny to hear you be
He
like,
not
he's so
old to
old,
me. Yeah,
but he
I
is.
mean, he like 35. Hey Siri, how old is Lil Wayne?
Yeah, somebody tell us how old is Lil
I
Wayne?
forgot I was on live. I be relying on
He
Siri.
definitely ain't the fuck 35. Thank you. I know he 40 something.
Dang, I really watched Lil Wayne grow up. Like that's crazy.
I
Like,
did
we
too.
not even gonna get it. Like, my eyes sparkling and stuff.
Yeah.
I
I love Lil Wayne.
I don't love him like I
don't
want to
love
have
the way
sex
he
with
look.
him. Yeah, I don't want to have sex with him. I love him like inspiration.
I don't like druggy looking Lil Wayne. He look like a little dragon. Like,
Not dragon tail.
like who ripped all the rest of the dreads out? Where they at?
That came from a bitch and him fighting. She ripped all his dreadlocks
You
out.
believe that's You
listen,
believe that?
I mean,
They say
maybe
he
I'm
was
projecting.
sick, though.
Maybe I'm projecting.
What he had alopecia?
I don't know.
Maybe
They
it
just
was
say
all
he
that
was
dye
sick.
in the hair. Maybe
Maybe it's all them drugs.
Yeah.
maybe some of them drugs cause hair loss.
Maybe promethazine ain't
Yeah,
the best shampoo remedy.
right. It does all of that.
No, yeah, but I don't really know if Papoose was really holding Remy down, and they really like. I mean, I didn't think it was cool that she started fucking with the battle rap boy and was embarrassing him and all that. That's what I feel like she fucked.
That was
money
the
up.
corny part. If
Cause
that's
she one
true,
of the only bitches
allegedly.
that really had a nigga that didn't embarrass her. Like I said, like we already know that he probably was getting some cheeks.
Yeah, but we don't know that, so we're
But we
not going to
also
say
don't know
that.
because there is
On the
possible
outside,
visits.
right? On the outside,
Dragon tail.
it looked like dragon tails for real.
I'm
We miss you,
screaming.
Jordan. You gotta come through.
Listen, it doesn't matter. The point is, it did look like he was taking care of them kids.
Yeah.
It looked like he was, holding it down while she was gone.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But when people change over the years,
Yeah.
regardless of whether you locked up, you're not locked up, people change as time goes on. And when you've been with somebody for a very long time, y'all definitely revolve into different people, and sometimes they're different people.
Yeah, and you grow
They're,
away and apart from other
right.
people.
They're like, we might have been rolling on the same path for a long time, but now we rolling on different paths, and that shit causes arguments. It causes because y'all not seeing the same future.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially with people that have been together 50 plus years, they probably done went through phases and eras of their life.
Yeah,
that,
they got to deal with that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I think it was more Chestnut. He said he never cheated on his wife.
He's a
And
liar.
look, like me and my best friend always
Like
talk about
that
how LeBron James, he don't be out here embarrassing, but he could get any bitch that he wants to. He one of the best basketball players
he
ever.
probably got a banging ass. One of them. What's them damn NDAs?
He probably be
Who?
having
His
sign
wife?
it.
I think
No,
his
he
his
do.
wife been with him since they was in high
he
school, right?
Anybody he fucked with got to sign it.
Oh
they
yeah,
can't
for
say
sure,
shit.
exactly.
They can't
And
say
so
shit.
that's I feel like if like some people, I know there was a conversation that was had. I don't remember who you had it with, but they were saying like when someone has a certain status, you should just expect to be cheated on, like truck drivers,
no.
basketball
I've heard
players,
Yeah, I've heard
things like that. Exactly. If you're gonna
I'm
be on
cracking
the
up
road,
that you started with truck drivers, but that's real
yeah,
shit.
but let's talk about that.
Because
You cheating,
but like people who
like-
travel a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, any work that requires traveling,
Yeah.
truck driver might be like the lowest status of cheaters, but then
No,
it
it
goes.
ain't low.
From,
You got to be
They the
careful with the
highest.
truck
They
drivers.
wanna- they
They
wanna
get
hide
that
for
quick.
real.
They get that quick pussy too. They
They
don't got
never gotta come back.
Yeah, they don't be having no
That's a
families.
damn
They be
shame.
like,
Shout out
fuck
to
it.
the
I had a guest on here one time saying
Shout
like
out
that
to
would be
prostitutes.
it would be tough if I had a baby in every state. I'm like, how would that be tough if you had a baby in every state? Like that's not cute. Guys think so different. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just be dropping my seed and every girl. No, we're not doing that. You're crazy. Abandon these kids. That's why all them generational curses is happening. Y'all having kids and leaving them. But so I forgot where I was
Don't
sitting.
sit. It's dangerous, bitch.
Sit right here.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's gonna be a viral
I'm
moment.
cooler
in
than a
this
fan. I didn't.
Yeah, I like this, Mike.
So how do you feel? Do you feel like once a man is at a certain status, he's allowed to cheat?
I'll tolerate some shit.
You just gotta have money to cheat. Period.
It's a money thing. It's a money
Cheating
thing.
is
bro.
not a
I'm
broke
not
man's sport.
saying
It's
it
not.
is.
That's
It
very true.
definitely
That
ain't.
just clears up
It
everything.
definitely
Cheating is
ain't.
not a broke man's
It is
sport.
Because my thing
definitely
is this,
not.
and please understand, I do not condone cheating at all. That
No.
ended a lot of relationships for me. And
So I fucked up a lot of times.
no, not for me. I wasn't the cheater. I'm not a cheater. I'm a Leo. I'm loyal to the motherfucker. Yeah. We loyal
A
until we
liar.
not. Yeah, we are loyal liars sometimes. No, but on some real shit, like people, I'm high as fuck. I forgot what the fuck I was about
I'm
to say.
screaming. Now I'm
We
high as
gonna,
fuck.
you gonna come back to you
You
then.
heard the setup though?
I did.
She said,
It be like that. I'll be like, no, cause for real, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, how you feel? You feel like if a man has a certain amount of money, like
No.
no, absolutely not, no
Then
cheating.
y'all had somebody come up here talking about if he pay
Yeah.
all the bills and all the rent, he
Yeah.
got a right to cheat. No,
Yeah,
you
because you
don't.
came
Yeah.
for battle with the sexes. So
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
care what you got. I'm not getting cheated on.
See, but this is the thing. This is what I was about to say. It's not saying that that's okay. That's not
Right.
okay.
It's not.
Not saying
Now,
it's okay.
I lost a very good friend. I tell this story often. I lost a very good friend because she was with a guy and they were very well off. Like she lived in a very nice house. They had very nice things. She drove a very nice car and the whole 9 yards. Now, The nigga was beating on her. I don't condone that at all. If the nigga beating on you, leave. I'm telling you, I told her to leave. Now, she did leave. And then she got involved with another nigga. And he didn't have too many nice things at all. And not a car. And he didn't have any money or nothing. And he was hitting on her. And the reason we're not friends is because what I said to her was that, like, I don't understand why you're staying in this relationship, because you could have just stayed in the other relationship because the lights was on and you could at least see the punches coming. Like, you can't see the punches coming when it's dark.
Yeah,
and
I would be
it's
mad
night-
too. Cause what you
it's
mean? I
nighttime.
see the punches coming.
Yeah, well,
Shout
you
out
like to
to
get
my
punched on, so I'm with you. I'm telling you, like, this is cool.
At
If
least
this
be
is
a
what
survivor.
you like, because I'm
That's
your friend.
dark humor.
That's
No, yeah,
what
she
I
is one of them.
I just want to know, like, wouldn't you rather stay with the nigga that had, at least you'd have been driving a nice
Still
car.
had a
The
car.
lights was
You would have
being.
been driving a nice car. With one
No,
eye.
but if the lights is on, you can bob and fucking weave.
Right,
You
right.
can't bob and weave in the dark if you don't know where the punches is coming
nah.
from.
Get out of here.
You just
The
walking
fuck,
into
you
the
just
fence.
walking into the fence.
Right into
And
it.
then you ain't even got no money to fix it.
No.
At least I'm
And
going
you on
That's
the
why.
bus.
That's really
And
why
I'm on
it's
the
important
bus.
to have
And
your
you're on the bus.
own and not depend on a man for real.
Period.
Because then a lot of women put up with bullshit that they don't even have to deal with.
Sometimes bitches pay to put up with the bullshit. Sometimes bitches got money and they just feel like they need to be with a man so bad that they will do anything to keep him around. You know what I'm saying? They gonna pay his bills. They gonna get him a PlayStation 6. You know what I'm saying?
That's a question. If a man pay you $45,000 a month and he gotta beat your ass, you staying?
Me? No, nobody's
Wait,
punching
wait,
on me.
Can I punch on him back?
I was about to
Like,
say,
I don't-
I'm
we
the
can
puncher.
box.
Oh no, I'm
Like,
just
beat
saying,
my
I don't
ass
wanna
up.
incriminate myself. How bad you talking?
Yeah, like how bad
I don't know what's
you
out there, but I don't know what you guys know about me. But I'm not the.
a month or a week? What
A
you say?
month. That's still money though.
Just
But
one
like,
black
how
eye a
bad
month?
is? That's what I'm saying. How
No.
bad is you talking?
Nah, I'm cool.
I don't want to get punched on.
As long as
Like,
I can fight, if I can fight
If we
back,
can rumble together, like
and if I, and if
how
I,
rough the fight gotta
Yeah,
be.
it's a difference between when people fist fighting each other.
right, if I can
And
fight
somebody
back,
just
I find
punching
out I
a-
can
yeah.
fuck this nigga up, like nigga,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
let's go.
I'm not gonna lie, like I was
Let's
mentioning about the missing dreadlocks. That is from experience,
You pulled
not
out dreadlocks
from
before.
yes, from the root to
I
the
would
tooth.
like to hear
From
the
the
story
root.
if you don't mind.
From the rut,
Me too.
I don't know.
allegedly.
Okay. It was one of them situations where it was like, let me go through your phone.
See, I don't play that shit.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
don't.
reason to
That was
do
the
it.
last time I did it because it was like, you know what? I'm just done
Oh,
hurting
it
my
was
own
you who
feelings.
asked to go through the phone.
Yeah,
It's even worse. Go ahead.
I went through the phone.
Damn, we down.
I ain't
10.
like what I seen.
Horrible.
Snatched that motherfucker up by the dome. And I know it said started the rings and all. It was one of them situations
don't
where
know,
I went
Kane.
through his
It's
phone.
dangerous,
And he
Kane.
was cheating. And I ragged that nigga around. And I was yanking him and yanking him. And I just
Allegedly.
came out. Allegedly.
Did he punch on you back?
She said she did it. Whatever
No.
she said,
No.
Allegedly.
That's a. You know what? I don't think niggas fight back when they be wrong,
That's what I'm saying.
and they be knowing they wrong. They don't be fighting back.
He did it on purpose.
We ain't gonna ask Kane.
Because if y'all were working out but y'all were in school, he'd have to basically support both of you for a while for a big gain, you know? And bro, Gia Dread Ripper is bad. I know. I haven't done it recently, but I'm saying like this is a story.
horrible.
This is a story of someone that I used to be. And coming from somebody that didn't know about like my mental health issues, I couldn't even realize a blackout when I seen one. You feel, or when I was having one.
Talk this shit.
And so
That's the
that
shit.
was that's why I
That's
started
my
getting
shit.
like, ugh. That's why I kind of went to like hypnosis because I'm like, I don't know how to mention this without saying I be having meltdowns, but
Yeah.
I was having a meltdown and
You
I
don't
went
know
through
what
a
to
phone.
call it.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it without going into the whole mental term.
Mental health is
yeah.
real, yo.
It's super real. What you got?
Mega
Some
blackout.
drink? You got some drink?
Mega
Oh
blackout.
shit.
You got some drink?
Molly, y'all gonna-
You got-
ladies night.
You better.
See
I
Yeah.
told didn't I? You heard me?
Loco ain't here.
Yeah,
heard what
Loko
I
is
said?
not in the
Is
building.
yours-
Yeah, yeah.
Is y'all all black on purpose?
No, we
No, I don't know. I really don't be knowing what
I
be going on.
swear.
It just-
That's beginner's luck. That's
It
beginner's
Yo,
just
last
be
week we was
happening,
both
like-
gray and this week we both black.
fire.
That's tough. See,
I'm
we like
screaming.
that. We like that.
Y'all think y'all?
No, wait, we gotta ask you a question. Cause we gonna go back to the Remy Papoose situation.
Run.
I can't answer no questions on that.
Why?
Why? It's giving you be cheating.
No, it's different. I can't.
Oh, you know them. You know them. No, 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 no. 2K, turn it off. 2K, turn off the motherfucking mic. No. Never mind. We don't care. Anyway, mental health is real, y'all. I be
It
having
is, as you
meltdowns.
see.
It is.
I be
You have
having
to do
meltdowns
yoga with
sometimes.
it.
I was
be
actually
having
just talking
meltdowns
to my
too.
friend
Real
Levante
shit.
about that. She was like, "Do you meditate?" Because we were talking about, remember I told you about like me and my mom's situation, and we've been a lot better, and I think that had a lot to do with my mental health too. Like the women in our generation don't realize that the women from our elder generation, they've been through things too. You feel me? And sometimes we talk about
And
this
then have the
often.
resources we have.
Exactly. And so the generations go on and we getting better and better at listening to how we feel and validating each other's pain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so having them type of breakthroughs is so important for these women in this generation and the next generation. And I was telling her, like, I be telling my nieces, like, I got y'all back. We kicking this fucking door in and we not letting nothing stop us. Whatever this generation got planned, if it ain't chaotic, because they be chaotic too. I'm talking about as far as like standing up for what they believe in, how they feel. We not letting our parents be narcissists no more. Like we really just going in. And we realize when we listen that it's a pathology in our life where like everything we went through, our mom went through it, our grandma done went through it, but in a different way, in a different time. That was a time where women had no type of rights, no type of voice, and they had to stay in situations that we talking about right now. Like, they were the only breadwinners because women couldn't work at all. So they had to stay in abusive relationships. And so we come from that and it was okay and okay and okay. So now we get to this generation and it's like, no.
None of them is going to be together for 50 years.
Absolutely
None of them
not.
going to be together
They're
for 50
not, because
years.
they ain't not going to put up with the bullshit.
Yeah.
And they're going to try to figure out how we going to fix it in another way. I'm going to raise my baby. We're going to co-parent. Co-parenting is at an all-time high these days. Like, that's amazing that people are really trying to work together because some men would just flee the scene because they don't want to deal with the mom.
co-parenters.
Absolutely. Shout out to all the
That's a huge
co-parenters.
thing.
For real.
Shout out
I
to all
love
the
see that
step-parents.
dynamic. Yes. Shout out. Yes. Period.
And shout out to the fucking the other parent who's not jealous of the step parent and y'all all work together as a unit.
To
You know what I'm
maturity.
saying? Shout out to maturity.
Yep. Absolutely.
I don't know a whole lot of mature motherfuckers,
Yep.
but shout out to the motherfuckers.
I'm mature. I'm childish. I'm mildish.
I'm mildish.
I'm childish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm childish a little bit, but I'm mature.
I like that you just went in on mental health though. Like it's real out here, and like I feel like people really be struggling internally and don't know how to express it and don't know ways to cope with shit that they dealing with. Like, and I resonate like your whole situation with your mom. Like, people don't think that me and my like that character that I created, Aunt Kathleen, is based on my mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's actually my mom's wig, and when she puts this wig on, she just turns into this whole nother lady. And my mom is actually a recovering addict, so Kathleen is her alter ego.
Oh, okay.
My mom don't smoke weed, drink none of that shit. She's a recovering addict. So I'm an 80s baby. You know what I mean? Born in the 80s, crack baby. That was me. Like both my parents was on drugs. Like it was rough. You know what I mean? So
for all
like
of us,
we didn't in the 80s and the 90s. You didn't discuss mental illness. It wasn't discussed.
It wasn't a thing.
You know, either that kid was just bad, you know, you just got your ass whooped, and then that's it.
That's
like,
why a lot of females don't get diagnosed with ADHD
or autism because autism is very, very common.
Well, if you got ADHD or any of those things, you're on the spectrum.
Exactly.
Anyhow.
All neurodivergence.
Yeah, but they don't get diagnosed early on because that's it was a boy's. It was a boy's, you know, diagnosis.
Lock it.
And it's for girls. It came off as we were chatty or whatever. That's what girls do.
Busy
you know,
body.
that's what girls do. You know what I'm saying? And then what people don't know is when you get older and you hit your older age and you're getting ready to go into like menopause and all that stuff, and your body is changing. Those symptoms, if not treated, get worse.
Yes.
You understand what I'm
And
saying?
form into diseases
they
like
form into
lupus
other-
and things like that because you're suppressing your stems and stuff like that. Like I know I rock back and forth a lot, right? I do this.
It's called
real
stemming.
bad. It's stemming, right? And I didn't
do
know
it.
nothing about stemming. That's you're stemming right now.
I know, I do it all the time.
And exactly.
And that's not the only.
And
I
that's
play
the
my
normal
hair.
stem. Exactly. Me too.
When she do that, we be like, here go the bird.
I
Here the
did.
bird.
And people used to always be like, stop rocking back and forth. And so my mind translated, okay, this is not a normal behavior, so let me mask.
Yep.
Now I'm not rocking back and forth,
Right.
but
that's
having
killing
so much
you.
anxiety.
Yeah, that's killing you.
And so now my legs are rapidly shaking.
Yeah.
But that's a normal step.
And that's why my leg is shaking because I
'Cause you can't
normally,
be rocking,
but I look
right.
fucking retarded if I sit here.
Exactly.
And I do that because that's not social.
And one time some girl even
acceptable.
asked me like, why are you rocking back and forth? Are you autistic? I said, excuse me?
Yeah,
But I didn't know
you
how.
gonna fuck them up and be like, yeah, I am.
Right, but now that's the situation, and it's like, actually, yes, I am autistic. Actually,
That's the problem
And
with
it's
this
real.
generation, though. Like, people feel like they can't talk about their mental health,
Yeah.
and that's the problem.
and
That's
the
why
parents
people
don't
be
bring.
depressed.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
But the
kill
crazy
themselves.
thing is, this generation is more.
Weird.
They are, but they are
Real
more.
weird.
But they still have more access to be educated in these fields.
Yes.
We
Social
didn't.
media is
You know
what
I'm saying?
educated me, and I didn't even know until I started diving
people-
into the internet.
Don't just use social media, but that is a good thing. Like if you tap into some of these groups or you tap into certain things,
Or
when you
people
have,
just sharing their experiences and you being like, wow,
oh,
I
I've been
resonate.
through that.
Yes.
Have you ever been through something that you think only you do? Nobody else does. It's fucking weird or whatever. And then you meet or talk to somebody else. That happened to me with my siblings. So I have my mother's kids who you know, my siblings, and then I have my father's kids who are my siblings.
Right.
And there were certain things that I do, and it might be playing in my hair, or you know what I'm saying, certain shit that I do on a regular, and I'll talk to them, and they were like, "Yo, I do the same thing," and I'll be like, "Oh shit!" Then my other sister like, "Oh, I do the same thing." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I get that shit from this side
It's
of
in
the
the
family,
family, yes,
right? I
exactly.
get that shit from my.
That's
from
why
this-
it's important to know
from my-
both sides as well.
It's
too.
very
This was
important.
a topic I was having too, because I have some friends that have kids and stuff like that, and so some of them have the parents that are involved, and some of them have parents that aren't involved, and it's like, how do you balance? Because you want to protect your kids from these in and out type of parents, but you also don't want to deprive them of knowing that side of themselves,
It's
because they could
very-
be a piece of shit, but just know you're half of a piece of shit.
It's very important to be honest.
Just try
with-
not to be that piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, work on not being that
But
type
it's
of person.
it's also, we gotta really fucking like start being honest with our children as they grow about certain relationships and things that happen. Now, things I don't have to share with you. Me and your dad break up
Right.
and we're not together anymore. That's none of your fucking business,
Right.
because it didn't have anything to do with you,
Right.
especially if he's still holding his part as a
Right.
dad.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And if he's not holding his part as a dad, it's up to you to make the decision
Yes.
that he's a piece of shit.
Yes.
I don't have to tell you that he's a piece of
Right.
shit. He's the only piece of shit that could have gave me you. Not near motherfucker could have gave me this particular person. You understand what I'm saying? So I gotta love you for that. I might hate you for everything else in the fucking world, but I have to love you for that, which means I'm not gonna put a negative thought in my child's head about her father,
Absolutely.
because that's her father.
Yes.
He was my husband. He wasn't my father.
He's the best. My one of my friends told me. Shout out to Alicia, because
player.
one of my friends, Alicia, told me, like, it don't matter what I went through with my child's father. I could feel like he's a horrible boyfriend all I want to. He's not a bad dad, not
Right.
one bit.
Baby Daisy. Miss Thing?
No, I said shout out to my friend. And sorry, I didn't mean to put your name out there, but fuck it.
We
Like
didn't even
him.
hear it, so that was good.
Good. Anyway, don't rewind this. Like,
Your best friend was looking like, who got a kid?
no,
her face
she
is
don't
over there
got a
like,
kid. No,
who got
she
a
don't got a
kid?
kid. No, my other friend.
Yeah, that's real shit though.
Shout out to this gay comment right here.
Very deep and transparent, y'all. I love Jordan. No, and
Thank
see,
you,
this
Jordan.
is why we had to talk about this when the guys were outside of the room, because they don't be
You
talking
see,
about
he
their
thinks
feelings.
everything is gay.
But
Don't
Jordan
worry
would
about
have definitely been he would have been tapped in with this.
You know Jordan is soft as intellect.
Get out of here. No, but it's really true. Like, that's why these kids are so damaged, because their parents don't even give them the space to even be like, you hurt me.
Yeah.
Because they so focused on being wrong. I gave you food, I gave you this, I gave you that. You was first of all supposed to do that. Second of all, did you love me the right way? Did you because all your kids are individual, as much as they have the same traits and this and this and that. You gotta learn, like, every kid is different,
And you gotta let them
for
be
sure.
themselves. You can't be
Exactly.
trying to live vicariously through your kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I didn't get a chance to do that, so I want my kids to do this. Do I want my kids to do better than what the fuck I did?
Right.
Hell yeah.
And you can't be mad when your kids do better than you. You
And-
can't be hating on your
no,
kids.
I feel like the parents be feeling like when they 18, it's time. Parenting is done.
Yeah,
like,
it's
no,
outta
it's
there.
No,
not.
not me.
Right.
My daughter is fucking 28.
I
and
still
she's
be feeling, I
my
need
baby.
my mommy.
Hey.
I guess there's in a boo-boo. Bring out the red carpet and the Chanel stuff. Like,
She got some other shit. She got Finny today.
okay.
She got the F's on
Oh, and she
today.
brought the wine out. Stay here though, cause we need you. We need you. We
It's
having
ladies' night. I'm moving.
I didn't want
What
I
is
didn't
you
want her to
talking
sit
about?
there.
Yeah, you can sit right there if you want. Just stay close to us.
No, you
We
sit
like
right
your
here.
feedback. We kicking Kane Black out the whole studio. Say,
Outta here.
Screaming.
Hold on. Where the fuck is Loko at? Cause I was with Loko last night.
you such a diva.
Where the fuck?
Yeah,
he-
that's what I'm trying to figure out. You talking about you not gonna be here today and all that.
I traveled to the mom.
I know that's right.
What's going on?
And she got
Hey.
that going out. Listen.
She wasn't
Always.
playing.
She came with her own wine glass like, what's happening? Cheers.
She came with her own bottle.
She put it out the bar. She said, I got another one in my other
Hello.
I'm screaming.
Yo, this extra champagne glass. I had this in the car.
Okay,
I don't know what. I don't know
Brown
what. Girl.
for it.
I don't know what's my wine.
Introduce the people to you, Miss Mighty.
I will. Rest in peace, designer.
Oh, I know that's not designer.
No, what? You know you slow. Like, oh my God.
It's ladies' night, K Black. Sit in the corner and be quiet. Thank you for the tequila.
Exactly.
We got tequila. You want a shot? We got some tequila.
Fuck it, let's
All right,
go.
pour her a shot for me, Kane.
Let's give
Please.
it a shot.
It's ladies' night. You gotta cater to us. We talking mental health right now.
Yes.
I know Miss Mighty. She a girl's girl, y'all. She gonna like this topic.
Yes.
And we're gonna get into your life. So we're gonna talk about this for a little longer, but then we want to tap into you because
We could talk
What is
mental
this
health
in
with
there?
me.
Because why do I feel like I'm hearing
I'm
other people?
hearing a radio order.
Yeah.
A Whopper with cheese. What? You know something going on in the back.
I'm
Nah, but-
screaming.
That is
No,
not
so
a
we was
shot.
just basically talking about like generational curses and
Right, right,
pathologies
right. Right.
and parents that feel like they don't want their kids to feel like because he was a bad dad to me. I mean a bad boyfriend to me, he's a bad dad or he's a bad person and you can't have a relationship with him.
Right.
So what is your take on like
That-
not to get in your business, but do you feel like
Girl, get all in my business. I
yeah,
don't care.
because some people feel like they don't want their kids to have nothing to do with a nigga that did them wrong. You shouldn't be
So-
around my kid, blah, blah, blah.
I look at it like I come from not having a relationship with my dad because his wife didn't want. She was jealous, like she didn't want me to be a part of his life. So I would never do that to my kids. I went through I was in a relationship for 18 years and we had like a rough breakup because it was rough. That's all I could possibly say.
That's the word.
It was
Years is a long time.
Yeah, so it was hard to let go. And the hardest part is to let go of someone that you truly feel as though it's family. After a while, they become family.
Yep.
But when it's not meshing, it's not meshing well.
Yes.
And
We gotta know when to
We
walk
all
away.
been through. We all just
Right.
went through that shit.
and then you know what we be messing up at? A lot of people that don't come from a strong foundation of having two parents in the same household, we want that so bad for our kids that sometimes we fuck our kids up.
Yeah.
Stay in a situation too long that
Yeah.
is not healthy for the kids.
Facts.
But my thing about it is I would never keep my kids. I don't give a damn. I'll curse his ass out and then be like, your son wants you.
Yeah, you can't keep your kids away from
When you
their
come
father.
get? Yeah, when you gonna come get your kids?
Unless he's abusing them or some
Right.
shit, then
Right,
that's
right.
different. But other than that, it's not your space to keep your child away from that man.
At
He's the
all.
parent too.
At
And
all.
there's things that you cannot teach your child that other parent can only teach that child.
Right.
I don't care if she's a girl and he's the dad.
Right.
There's only things a dad
I was just
can
saying
teach your
that.
daughter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that will predict how they move in the future with men.
Right. And not only that, you hurting your kids because they're gonna feel the lack of love from their dad. They're gonna feel, oh, I wasn't
They
good
gonna
enough.
feel the lack of identity because that's a whole half of who they are.
Yeah.
If they don't go see Aunt Sharitha sitting on the couch smoking
Right.
cigarettes and the crackhead Uncle
Right.
Louie,
Yeah.
they don't know. Oh wait, addiction runs in my family.
Yes.
Right.
Depression runs in my family. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
they will never know. Even if it's not the most fun environment to be in, sometimes they need to know about that side of them so that they can know how to maneuver through life.
You
in
need to know
general.
schizophrenia runs in this
Exactly.
side of the
For real,
family.
though.
You need to know.
I tell people that all the time.
All of
my
that
mom's
shit.
got bipolar and schizophrenia. That shit did not skip me. Yoga
And it's
taught me how
crazy.
to
Once I
fucking-
started talking to my mom about what I think my
right.
mental health was, and we started really, our relationship got like this because
Yeah.
I was
But
very
feel-
like,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was very like, and I didn't know how to communicate with her, and I blamed her for everything.
Autism.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling
Real
you.
shit.
They call it autism.
Right,
So I'll be
autism.
like, that's the autism right there. And so now that I know, I even communicate different. My meltdowns are different. I don't explode as much because I know they're not going to understand me. And if I'm sitting here trying to drill this in their head, I'm just going to frustrate myself.
That's
So
all
let
you
me.
do.
That's all just saying that you matured with learning how to manage your feelings and emotion. Because any expression, when we argue with people, we yell, it's a form of not knowing how to express ourselves.
Yep.
So we automatically go to anger because we don't know how to communicate
Yep.
or express that within
We really be
ourselves.
mad at ourselves for not being able to fucking
That's
Yeah.
don't
the
I be
feelings
mad
out
when I'm
that we
mad?
feel.
Right.
My best friend be like, "Why are you mad that you mad? You could be mad right
Yeah,
now. Are
like,
you okay?" Like,
no, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's genuine that difference. Okay, well, I know how to. Let me just communicate this.
Right.
If I could articulate,
let me just let you know I
these
can't
feelings-
even tell you how I feel right now. Can I call you back? Because I can't even process right now.
Right.
That's the thing that I learned from me. Like,
Yeah.
my mom started asking me, "How can I help you?"
Yeah.
Like, what can I do to help you? Because if you giving me how you gonna help me, you doing too much right now.
Right.
Now she's asking me, how can I help you? What could I do to make this situation? I don't know right now. I'll call you back.
Yeah.
And that's our communication. Before I used to be like, you always trying to.
You need to do this. Don't tell me what I need to do.
And I remember when we first met, she like, it's something like, you don't even like look at me. You don't connect with me. And I'm like, I didn't know I was autistic. Yeah. I didn't know that I had a different relationship with my mom, so it was hard for me to communicate with women, and I can't look at you too long. Or if I do, I've only been looking at you this whole time. Yeah. Once I find
because
that
I know you.
Exactly.
You're familiar to me.
Exactly.
I can't stare. Exactly. I can't stare if I'm talking to a stranger, and I had to learn this, especially in business, you know. And I'm giving this firm handshake, and they're talking to me, and they're melting me because like, why do you keep staring at me? Why is it? Just look away. I know that you're talking great shit.
Can I just talk to you while I look at the floor the whole time, please?
Right, and that's Jeff. You shouldn't be doing that.
And people think like, how you so outgoing at certain times though? Only like,
and it's in comfortable situations.
Exactly. Right.
You probably get very quiet and
so I just literally was transparent, and I'm like, you know what?
I gotta go. I love you.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the convo. We love you so much.
It's very good.
I kind of want to hop back into
My
what
bad, baby, because I really would just cut you all the way
it's
off.
Fine. But about the little mom and dad situation, I feel like if the kid look like the dad, the mom don't want to like, you know. And then I feel like the dad be bitter too because they don't be wanting to like take care of the baby.
Like, your
they
mom,
wanna
this
be with
and
their
that.
mom.
Yeah, exactly. That's
so
very
it's 50-50. It could be the woman and it can be the guy too.
And it's a thing too where people need to learn what they say around their kids.
Yeah.
And stop bad talking the parent because the kids still feel some type of way regardless of what.
As much as they act like it don't bother them, it bothers them.
They gonna hit you back like I've dealt with this, but if 5 years later they come and remember a whole conversation happened 5 years ago, you don't even think they affected them. And the whole time that shit been lingering in their head forever. So you have to be real mindful what you say around these kids.
Absolutely. No, it's a fact because my mom used to tell me a lot of shit about my dad.
And did you form your opinion of him because of those things?
No, my dad was the shit. He just was broke.
Right though, no shade, like for real, no shade. My dad was the shit. My dad was a musician.
She gave him some pussy raw. She married him and all that.
He a nigga. He like that's her fault.
You can't really convince me like, yo, you married him. You had 2 kids with him.
Yeah, you can't tell me you're horrible. But that's what we was just saying too.
Get the fuck out of here, mom.
Once y'all break up now, he ain't shit.
Show this episode to my mom though.
I know, right? I be trying to be careful because I never want to come off as disrespectful or like I hate my mom or anything like that. But I'm just being transparent about my experience, and I feel like I just want other people to know, like, y'all not alone. Like, me and my mom are on the other side of the rainbow now. But I come from us not being able to communicate because of mental health, because she comes from an era where you're not supposed to say nothing. Women and children are supposed to be seen and not heard. You're supposed to shut the fuck up and have no opinion.
And that's not right though.
It's
like
not.
you can't. That's why I don't like that.
How old are you if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 25, but I've been through a lot, so it don't matter.
No, stand on it.
It doesn't matter. I feel like
this generation not having it.
I be feeling like 25s are be more mature than like, you know, the older people. And I feel like people be bitter, and I don't like the saying where, oh, you gotta hold stuff in, because you hold stuff in, that's how people get depressed, they kill themselves.
Right, all that stuff.
It's too much.
My thing about it, I came from a very strict household.
Y'all hold y'all farts in?
You stupid.
I never.
Yo, I came from a very strict household.
Let it out.
Well, it was told that you wasn't supposed to speak up, but I always encourage my kids to speak because it starts at home. So once you don't teach your kids to just should be quiet and outside in the world, they're gonna remain that same personality. You gotta let them know, speak up for yourself. You can speak up for yourself without being disrespectful. You can speak up and
set
be like, hey,
boundaries. I don't like that.
This how you made me feel. You made me feel this type of way.
People gonna feel like they can run over you if you don't do that.
Right.
They let me speak up, but you better know. You say the wrong thing, I might knock your motherfucking
Everybody
head
has
off.
freedom.
So you have the right to talk.
I think that was a big problem for me and my mom because I was always but why? Or what? How that makes sense? Right. We ain't got no chimney. What do you mean Santa Claus coming down the chimney? Where's the chimney? What? He's not coming through the. You feel me? Like I always was too smart for my own fucking good, and they used to always think that I was just a know-it-all or a this or that, and I'm like, damn, like y'all really not understanding that I just know shit. I was in fucking first grade. My teacher used to go get chapter books from the middle school of the higher like books, chapter books. I'm literally reading Titanic and shit. Like I've always been on always been that way. But the way that I communicated, I was labeled a bad kid because I melt down every time I feel like you're not hearing me. It's
fight.
not exactly. I always fight. It was never flight. It was always fight. I was always standing on
But
how
like
I felt.
said, it's always expressing yourself. So it's a way of learning how you express yourself.
And I was always able to. My mom and them always let me, but I feel like I was scared of my dad for real. And so I think that's what made me so like with men, because I don't like men that are aggressive in any kind of way.
I don't.
You feel me?
I be feeling like
Not that my dad never hit me either though. Like my dad never did
But
anything.
you know what I don't
I
like?
got
How men
PTSD.
be like they grow men up to not show their feelings, and that's why they be aggressive because they don't know what to do.
And that's sad because a lot of men don't know how to maneuver through life because they're taught to be a soldier all the time. But in reality, a lot of women will throw it in their face once they are vulnerable with them. Like, oh,
She's a
you a
bitch.
bitch.
She's a bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like we have to take accountability for not giving them that space. Not us, but like I'm not gonna lie, I have. I've been, that girl who has done that and thrown it in somebody's face and then realized later, like, that's why he
No,
don't
you
open
is
up
a
to
bitch
me.
if you cry though, but it's okay.
No,
Hold on.
It's
No, you's a
okay to
bitch.
cry.
You's a bitch.
Listen.
Why you crying? You's a
No,
bitch.
you don't need to
Like,
say that
it
on
is
the live
okay.
stream. You need to
You
shut up.
know what that is? That's the voice.
okay to cry.
That's the voice in
No,
your
it's
head
okay
that
to
you
be a
remember.
bitch.
It's okay to
Listen.
cry.
It's okay to be a bitch.
Listen, and we
No,
can't. We
it's okay
can't.
to cry.
Listen, and we
He's a
can't.
bitch.
Listen.
If you cry,
Listen.
that's
Get
the
out.
problem with this generation.
We gotta teach
like
our
now.
kids, and we gotta teach our young boys. It's okay to be expressive.
Yes.
It's okay. You can't be like, oh, toughen up, you're a boy. They have feelings and emotions too. You gotta learn and teach
Y'all are
them
their first love.
to be
Certain shit.
okay.
You
And
gotta
it's
realize
not.
they
If you
drop
got
the
a,
kids
you ever
off
meet a
the
nigga that
bridge.
got a mean ass girlfriend, and then you meet his mom and she just mean as shit too, cause he think that shit normal.
And it's
That
not.
shit not normal, bro.
It's not normal at all.
For your girlfriend to be all mean as shit to you.
But you gotta think about it. We live in a reality where we can't even admit our mental health, right? We live like
Exactly.
everybody be judged or everybody, no one being diagnosed really. A lot of people don't even go to doctors.
Look at all our
So
white
a
people
lot of
look
people
like
not even being
Tims.
diagnosed. So you gotta think about it. A lot of people out here that's acting some type of way, they had some type of diagnosis that no one diagnosed yet. But you can see him be like, oh yeah, he's all the way. Yeah, he's all the way to the left, but he was never given the opportunity to even deal with his mental health because then he called him weak or he crazy or he this or he that. And living in a hood, period, watching your man get shot, home invasion, just all types of things that you experience automatically give you PTSD and give you all type of mental issue. But as a man, you have to be what? You have to be strong and keep it pushing. Even
don't.
even
You
Ain't
don't.
nothing more attractive than a man
Bad
that
cry
is,
like a little bitch.
ain't nothing more attractive than a man that could really stand in his vulnerability.
Yes.
Like
Look,
just
I'm a bitch.
being
y'all.
vulnerable.
I'm telling
I'm
you,
glad you saying that.
I cries.
Oh,
It's-
be
we could
quiet.
tell. We could
I
definitely
kills you
tell.
dead. I kills you
I
dead.
kills you
But
dead.
I cry about like this motherfucker. Look what this motherfucker made me do.
No, for sure. It get like that.
I's
But I
a
think
bitch.
this is a prime example of men feeling like this is what they have to say. This is how they have to come off. Another man
That's
popped
'cause
his
they
head
was
in and was like,
raised.
yeah. And so a lot of time the woman, the mothers put that in their head. Like, I remember this lady used to punch. She had 3 sons. She
Yeah,
got
and I
4
don't
now.
like that.
She used to punch the shit out of her sons in the chest.
Shout
like,
out to her.
No,
Stop.
it's
But
not.
they didn't grow up to be macho men. Not
No,
that
because this is
they
her
regular guys, but they probably traumatized.
compensating though. Because she doing this shit by
That's
herself.
because
Okay,
yeah,
that's
but
abuse.
you don't be
But
mean
that
to
Yeah,
her.
but she
that
don't
is
know
taking
that.
her
Because
anger
she
out
raising
on them
men.
kids.
Now I see she's punching little girls. But she's
No.
punching boys.
You
That's
taking
gonna
your
turn
anger
them
out on
in.
them boys. You
kid.
mad at they dad for
A
not
kid.
being the one
I
to
don't
be
know
able
why
to.
she hit. I'm just
You-
saying.
that's really what
a
it be.
motherfucker that
For
goes-
somebody
As
to
a
cock
kid.
their arm back and punch the shit out of somebody in the chest that's this big.
I don't know what happened before mine to be able to
A
say
kid
I'm
is
gonna
a
take that
kid.
initiative.
A kid
That's
is
the
a kid,
problem. Is
bottom
because
line.
you come from a even older generation than I do, and I feel like my generation is the type to be like, how dare you beat me because I did something that you didn't agree with, or why? Not saying that the beating didn't help because I'll keep it a bean.
Why your generation stealing
I'ma
from
keep it a
Lululemon
bean.
every fucking time?
No, that ain't my
Fucking
generation.
having a
They
riot.
follow.
But-
It's- they being
but don't
followed.
act
Never
like-
doing that for
Shut up, y'all ain't had that many
34 years.
cameras.
That's
Y'all just ain't had no
right.
Niggas
cameras.
wasn't rioting for
Nah.
44
Y'all
just
years.
ain't
Soon
no
as y'all
cameras.
generation
A lot of
come,
a lot of
y'all
them was
stealing
raised
from
from the crack
Lululemon.
era. So you
How did we learn that? We was going to Walmart and learning how to steal with the older generation. That's what it is.
We ain't talking about stealing. We
Yo.
talking about looting.
See, I mean, but looting been going on since the
That's
90s
because
and
they
all of
go
that.
on
Like,
the internet.
80s, all of that,
They're
like,
following the
Motherfuckers
internet.
went-
it's
It
been
is
going on.
still-
Looting been going on. Not for nothing. Like, I don't know. It really,
To me, it's all of a fear, like I said, being expressive to themselves. They thinking like you we live in a generation where everything is mirrored. Everything is on social media. Everything is a trend. Everything is a follow. Everything is, people sometimes even think they're not good enough because they only got 5 likes. And honestly speaking, when you go through social media, you can see a bad, dope post. They only got like two follows. Then you go to a different post and this shit raggedy as hell. And this shit got like 2,000. That don't define you as a person. None of that defines you as a person, as a parent. None of that. So we all living in a world where everything is being mirrored. Who got the fattest ass? All these motherfuckers looking the same.
I feel like it's the problem with the social media. They got making everybody
Your
feel
generation.
like why every time I want to talk, you want to talk shit. Like, don't do that. But I'm serious. No, I'm serious though. Social media got people. No, social media got people feeling like they too good or they like. I don't like that.
All of it's a lie.
Too better.
All of it is a lie.
Social media is the biggest lie.
Listen, all these fake power couples, all these fake entrepreneur people that's
and be struggling in real life.
Listen, they be like, pay me so I can teach you how to get rich like me. And every time you turn around, they turn up to be a scammer. They going to jail. Everything was a fraud. But people follow this shit and believe this shit. And this is why we live in a generation we living in, because everybody wants to be what they see. That's all a fraud, a fake, and a lie.
I told them yesterday, the longest couple I know is 2 crackheads that run around. They've been married for 42 years. So if I'm getting inspiration on black love, I might as well start smoking some crack.
No, I
feel
the rest
like
of y'all
motherfuckers, rest of y'all motherfuckers doomed. Y'all doomed.
Too much.
We
You know what I feel like though?
All y'all motherfuckers
all right, Black,
from this
be quiet.
social media era, y'all
You
is
doing too
doomed.
much.
For real, I do, to piggyback off the social media thing.
Because I look at women, I don't see no engagement rings or nothing no more. This shit is.
I feel like, no,
like,
this is
yo,
what I
this
feel
shit
like.
happening?
All right, listen, I feel like on social media, if people be like, oh, I'm not going to cheat no more, nobody's not going to cheat.
Right.
It's a trend. Like,
Anything-
everybody's following off of
if it's
social media.
if it's a lot of
They're
couple
gonna
goals
cheat.
and all that
You
shit.
been engaged?
I've been married twice, divorced
You
twice.
been
Okay,
engaged?
yes.
You been engaged?
No.
You been engaged?
No.
Cause y'all fucking babies in y'all generation
No,
doomed.
no, it's not.
ain't
It's
getting engaged.
25 right now.
It's over.
Engaged.
Talk about it.
Exactly.
It's plenty of people that I know that got married fresh out of high
my sister
school
is 22 when she married.
from my generation. I got a friend that got 3
See
kids
y'all
and a
at
husband.
50.
Right? We got friends that are married, and I got a
Get
friend
married
that
at 45.
I got a friend that been with her man for how
Y'all
many
settle-
years?
Have you
Yeah, cause
proposed
I ain't
to somebody?
settled
So what's
down.
gonna be different when she
I was-
marry
You
you?
propose to anybody?
What's
was
gonna be different when
engaged
she
2 years
marry
ago.
you?
And so what happened? Why
What you
Boy.
gonna do different
'Cause I ain't
when she
shit.
marries you?
And that's
Fuck is you
not
talking
cute.
about?
And
I
that's
know
not
the
cute.
I know the diagnosis. I don't give a
That's
fuck.
not cute.
It's not
Wait,
my fault.
You
I
about
was
to be
raised bad.
50 something. You
I
need
was
to
raised
learn
bad.
how to
Y'all
settle
fucking
down.
like-
Wait a second. Wait a second.
You need to learn how to settle
Wait,
down.
everybody
know
hold
it, though.
on.
I
What's
was
your name?
raised-
Black, right? Hold on a second, because we was going on a very positive note, and I feel like though
Yeah.
sometimes people need this message. Somebody out there
Exactly.
need a
It wasn't
message we
negative.
giving.
No,
Not saying
it
that.
is.
When you
Not
not
saying
saying that.
too much.
Let's be realistic right here for a minute, and let's slow down a little too much with the joking, and let's be serious. From you being a man, you get advice to other men as well. Let's tone down the crazy side of you, and let's give a more realistic realness of who
Let's
you
not
are.
get Kane Black. Let's get you the real
Right.
You
you.
want me to
Right.
tell y'all why?
Let's
You
get
want me
your
to tell y'all
real
why
name.
my engagement fucked up?
Or just not
You want me
fuck.
to tell y'all it's like
Yeah,
specifically
why?
why?
Why did it fuck up?
Somebody say yes. It's 3
Because
y'all.
I want to, and don't lie.
But
Majority
Somebody
rule
wanna-
though.
I'm
Majority
gonna
that's
tell y'all
rule.
why.
He wanna talk about it.
Cause I fell on real bad financial times, and I wasn't built to be nobody fucking husband because I was popped. I was
Okay,
poor as
then
So
shit.
what about the men that are
So,
financial?
no, hold
That
on.
don't
That
define you.
don't define.
That don't
That don't
you.
define me. That don't define what you defining maybe your relationship. But a person say, "Oh, he fucked up." You
I
can
think that
say,
was
"You
your
can hold
own-
on, hold on." Look,
That
look.
was your own
You
insecurity.
gonna ask
It's
me?
a
That's
projection.
your own insecurity.
Hold on, I wasn't even done talking. But
Finish and
I ain't know
then-
y'all. I ain't know y'all wanted to judge me. I wouldn't have said. I just let
no,
y'all judge me. I just stayed like this
Helping
and let
you.
y'all just judge away.
Not
I
judging,
thought y'all
not
wanted to
judging.
hear the story
All right, what's
of
up?
what happened.
Pour me up so I can hear
I
it.
fell on. First and foremost,
Thank you, bro.
husband is supposed to be the
Say no.
fucking
Thank you.
muscle. the provider and all of this shit like that. So if I fall on bad times, how am I going to marry somebody and provide for them starting off on a bad leg?
That
anyway?
don't mean you give
Thank
up.
you.
I didn't ask you no.
Thank you for
I ain't
being
asked y'all
vulnerable.
for
No, no.
answer yet.
I
I
know.
Put the
don't
answer to
care.
the
We didn't even
question.
ask you to talk because we
Yes,
got
you
10
did.
minutes left.
Three people just say yeah.
I would love to. I just wanted to thank you. That's all I was saying was thank you for being honest.
Niggas are blaming on the
Rather than hold a
government.
woman back.
Niggas are blaming on everything else, but they fucking self. I know what happened in all my relationships.
Right.
Y'all can't ask me that. I could tell y'all. I'm a
appreciate
fuck
your
up. I
honesty.
fuck up a lot.
All right. Well, do
The
you
fuck?
see yourself getting in a serious relationship?
I'm always in serious relationship. Every relationship I get in is a serious. I don't play with people. I'm a fucking real
do you feel
nigga.
like you're
No,
good?
y'all gotta stop. No, fuck that loving shit. I'm a real nigga. I don't play with people. If we together, we together.
So I feel like you should have had that same mentality. When
No,
you
we
was-
me and this person was together, but this person called it off. I
Then
didn't
that
call it
means she
off.
wasn't for you. Then she didn't love you at your
I don't know
lowest.
what that means. I know what my part played in it, and my part.
And that's
I
the
coulda
only thing you
carried
should
it
focus
better.
on.
Yeah,
For real, you can't
next
worry
time
about
I'm
what other
engaged
people
to
did
somebody,
wrong.
I'm gonna be all the way built. To
But
be
it's also
somebody's
not your
fucking
job
husband.
to every time somebody like, oh, be like, no, nobody, like just because that's your experience, don't shed that negativity. Like, oh, nothing's going to work out, nothing's gonna.
I ain't never say that. Y'all see, I always got me some.
That's
new
what it's-
bitches.
that's what it's
I'm
coming
always
off like.
trying. I want to get married, but I don't know if like this generation, this shit.
Because not for that, can I
this
ask you
shit
a
ain't
serious
the same
question?
thing as from when I
Because
was used to.
a lot of the women that aren't engaged, because y'all so focused on a ring, that's that
I don't
men
shoot at
shit,
y'all,
right?
Cause y'all know I love both.
But a lot of
y'all.
these women are still cooking and cleaning and doing laundry
But
and
that's why you're
wifey
not-
as fuck.
But this is why you're not supposed to do no marriage thing.
You're
with a
not
person you
supposed to
already married.
get the cow or get the milk before you get the cow.
Let me tell you something. What a lot of women fell at. A lot of women fell.
So what about the men?
Let
marriage
her
thing?
talk, let her talk.
Hold on. What we feel like as women, sometimes we play a role and that man is there until they find something better and what they're looking for. So at the end of the day, if a man don't marry you at a certain time, he's not gonna marry you.
Exactly.
You just gonna be a girlfriend. For
And so
him
as a
very
woman,
long
how
time.
long do you
And
think?
then they can meet somebody and marry somebody within 6 months.
How
So
long do
that's
you
what
think
I'm
it's too
saying.
long?
Well, coming from a person who did 18 years without getting married.
Oh my god.
But that was, I did 18
How much
years.
engagement?
No, I was engaged. I had a big ass rock too. My shit was like 10 grand. Hello.
Period.
But let me tell you something. I never take away from my ex. He was a good provider. He was a good man. He was a good father when it came to the kids. We just couldn't look eye to eye. And I'm the type of person that I wanted my marriage to be a forever thing. So I could have easily rushed and went. But when I felt like those certain things just wasn't connecting, wasn't right. So me kept trying to work on what wasn't right, kept me alone that long. And he wanted to get married plenty of times. And I was like, no, my baby shower was like a wedding to me. I had it in one of the biggest places we could possibly have. I had everything, lighting. I had the chef out there chopping it up and everything.
And that's important for a pregnant woman to have a beautiful experience like that. So I'm
because
glad
I knew
that
I
happened.
wasn't gonna get married. So I was
Yeah,
like,
you
fuck
like
that
shit.
big ass baby shower.
Let's drop some bands on this joint. That's good. And like,
Was you
is
scared to
it
get married?
okay for a woman to just not want to be married,
I
or
just
like
wanted to be right?
it ain't nothing different, low key, if a woman is already doing wife
That's the
things?
best kind of relationships.
If
when
she's
you
already
figure it out.
faithful-
It's a business contract, like Chick said. So if you dug in with somebody and you started.
Wait.
investing in
Your mic is off. Say it again.
A business contract, right?
But at the
Yeah,
same time, you
A
still
business
got to know
contract.
who you're doing business with.
Yeah.
And that's what the courting stage is about, figuring it out.
I feel like it
If-
makes
hold
it a
on,
little
look.
too
Remember you
crazy
said you
once
don't
y'all
wanna
get married.
though.
I never said that.
No, you said is it okay for women? I ain't mean to say
Yeah,
you-
yeah. I'm like,
women
hold
not
up,
to wanna
rewind the
get married.
tapes.
It is because
I'm like-
somebody might figure out this ain't my business partner. Like if you call it a business,
Mm-hmm.
they might say, yo, I've been with this motherfucker. They been irresponsible. They don't save money. They don't do. And then that shit like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, it's a good person. I love them.
Right.
They real
But
good.
love-
It's a real
love
good
don't carry.
person.
Love
but this
don't
motherfucker
carry. Yeah.
irresponsible.
And so a
on
lot
the
of them people
second
that you was
path
talking about
of
that are
life.
50 plus married, they are really like
Child, speak on it. Speak on
I
it.
already know what I'm
Speak
about to say.
on it.
Because when you go to marriage, you gotta realize they tell you.
Speak on
no,
it.
look, it's called. I don't know what it might be
It's
called.
called
vows.
side
It could be
children.
called vows.
That's
what I said.
No,
Marty, you should have been here. I was just saying.
But when y'all take these vows, y'all just do that with your ears closed because it's safe through all of that shit. Through sickness
safe. It's
and health.
safe.
All of that
No,
shit. You
but
got
not through dumbness. So
Not
You
through you
making
taking
that up.
advantage.
no,
You
it's not
made
through.
that
No,
up.
it's
That-
not. It's not through dumbness. At the end of the day, yes, it's through sickness, health, and all that. But if everything, if all the requirements not being met, and I'm not talking about 100%, because no one is perfect. Trust
What
me.
is dumbness?
Listen,
They just come up after the wedding.
no, it's being dumb as shit and doing stuff that's
You
not.
know what dumbness
like-
is? You know what dumbness is? Missing dumbness.
No,
You can't blame nobody
it's
for
somebody cheating on you, somebody beating on you, somebody treating you like you
Yes,
non-existent,
manipulation,
someone
yep.
who's treating you like a slave, all that. It's a marriage,
Talking to
like you
Mike.
say, it's 50-50.
Talking to Mike.
It's 50-50. A marriage is being together.
Hold on, let me do a
Okay.
public
You
service
popping your shit,
announcement.
talking
Okay.
Public service announcement. Y'all
And
women,
guess what
we
I
not
tell
block none of
people?
y'all. Y'all
Let
need
me-
to call 911.
Get in here.
You stupid.
We
Even
need
tell
you,
us.
queen.
Whatever.
Get in.
Call 911 when y'all getting
We
beat
need this
up.
queen.
We do.
All
Yo,
right.
you know what happened
All
when
right,
niggas
next week.
when niggas beat women and they go to jail?
Bye.
You know what happened when niggas beat women and they go to jail? They
What's
have
that?
the worst. Unless they
Right, the
unless
worst
they the
experience.
biggest, baddest nigga.
Right, the
they
worst
have the worst
experience.
experience. Y'all need to start sending these
But
niggas
let me
that
tell
put their
you.
hands on y'all to jail.
Let me tell y'all something.
Send them.
Bro, just because I did 18 years, I don't recommend that for no one, because I think at the end of the day, I missed out. I lost out in everything. I put in 18 years and I walked away with nothing. So at the end of the day, anybody who will help build a man, help build any empire, to build anything, and thinking, oh, like we rock, we've been together for X amount of years, that shit don't mean nothing when
Didn't I
separation
say you
come.
was gonna
Nah,
love
your
her?
When
life-
separation
your life-
come in,
I love
when
her.
separation come in, that don't mean a motherfucking thing at all. They don't mean nothing.
She walked away with her life.
Don't walk
Sometimes
away
that's
with
all you need to walk
nothing.
away with, your life and your sanity.
But you
Cause
know-
now she done bossed up. It's hard. Like somebody might. You gotta tell that story for somebody, because you come in here. Nobody don't know you. This is a bounce back. Nobody don't know you've been.
No, my whole thing
Shit.
about
We
it,
got
no,
3
minutes.
it's
We got
not.
3 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up real fast.
yeah.
But this not it's not a bounce back. One thing about me, I always and forever will be
I
a
was
husler.
about to say that.
Will always be a hustler.
Because it seems
through
like
any
you've been
situation.
throughout all them 18 years, been popping your shit regardless.
So I always, one thing about me, I'm gonna always be a hustler, and everything that looks glitter don't always shine. And everybody envy my relationship, and everybody was like, "Oh, you got it all, you got it," but they didn't know the things that I dealt with behind closed doors. At the end of the day, I want to be heard, I want to be seen, and I want to be on top of everything, and I gotta be happy. So if I'm gonna be with somebody, I gotta make sure. Listen, we only live here one time, right?
Yep.
We have a birth date. We don't know our expiration date. Live that shit to
Absolutely.
the fullest. Don't let
Yes.
nobody pull you down, hold you down, or make you feel less than what you are. Live life.
Absolutely. Yo, shout out to Marty. Shout out to Miss Marty. Give them your ad name, because y'all they need to follow you for real.
It
Like,
is Mahdi Garcia on Instagram, so it's Mahdi Garcia Garcia.
period. We love Marty. Like, we need you back next week.
y'all.
Like,
Y'all
we need you to be a host. Like,
I like the ladies' night. I like the ladies' night.
yeah, I think we should kick the guys out more often.
Exactly.
We might have to change
Definitely
Real
ladies'
Street
night.
Talk to
The
ladies,
ladies'
night.
night.
Yo, we gotta
we gonna
the
have
intro. We need to have the song. Oh, it's ladies' night. Oh,
And that's why I smack women. That's why I smack. Look at everybody
I'm
contact.
like a hater.
We knock you out, right?
Exactly.
We fight back now, nigga. Don't play. We fight back in 2024 into 2025. But anyway,
I appreciate y'all for having me.
I want to thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show.
y'all so much.
We
I
didn't
really
even
love you
we didn't
so
even, I love
much.
you.
'Cause
I
you
was
so- and y'all gotta see this motherfucker perform. Let me tell y'all, stop that.
no for real. Thank you.
Y'all stop that.
I love Marty. I was just telling my best friend, like, y'all gonna love her. I love her to death. You one of my favorite guests that we had. I want you to come back anytime. You can come back. Every time. Come back every Thursday. Yeah, they got shows all the time.
Oh yeah, we got.
They be trying to steal our no, don't do that. Not this one. Y'all can have anybody else but this one. No, don't steal her. No. Thank y'all for tuning in to Real Street Talk podcast.
Good night,
every
everybody. Stay
Thursday, 7
tuned.
p.m.
Follow.
It's
Hello.
your girl, Miss Thing.
Shots for the ladies.